Welcome back to Talk Sofia, the podcast where we don't just teach you English, we show you how English actually lives, how it breathes, how it moves, how real people use it every single day.
I'm Marcos. And I'm Sophia. And if you're new here today, perfect timing, seriously. This episode is one of those that will genuinely change the way you hear English forever. Welcome to the family. We're so glad you found us.
And if you've been with us for a while, you already know. We don't do boring here. No heavy grammar books, no robotic repeat after me exercises.
Repeat after me.
Never that. We do real, we do human. Two friends sitting together, figuring out English like it's the most interesting thing in the world. Because honestly, it is.
It really is. And today's topic is so good because this is something nobody teaches you in school. Nobody puts it in the textbook, but every native speaker does it every single day.
Today we are talking about connected speech, how native speakers connect words together when they talk. But before we start, if you enjoy our podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Here's the thing. When you learn English, you learn words one by one. Want, to, go. 3 separate words, 3 separate sounds, clean and clear. But then you hear a native speaker and they say, I want to go. And your brain goes, wait, what? What did they just say?
That moment of total confusion. Because they didn't say want to, they said wanna. And you're standing there thinking, did I miss something? Is that a different word?
But here's the beautiful truth. Wanna is not a different word. It's just want to said fast and connected, the way mouths naturally move. And today we're going to unlock this completely.
By the end of this episode, when a native speaker talks fast, you'll start hearing the real words underneath. Your ears will become superpowers.
Literal superpowers. Okay, let's go.
Marcos, when you first started really listening to native speakers, movies, podcasts, real conversations, what was the most confusing thing?
Honestly, the speed. I kept thinking, why do they talk so fast? Can't they slow down just a little?
Just 1 second. One pause, please.
But then I realized they weren't actually talking faster than normal. They were just connecting words in a way I was never taught.
Exactly. Native speakers don't speed up, they just connect. And connecting words isn't lazy or sloppy. It's simply how mouths work when language feels comfortable. Think about it. When you speak your own language, do you say every word separately with a little space between each one?
Of course not. Everything flows together.
English does exactly the same thing. It flows. And today we're going to look at the most common ways English connects words, with real examples, real sounds, real situations.
Starting with the most famous one, wanna.
Oh yes, let's start there.
Want to, wanna. This is probably the most well-known example of connected speech, and almost every learner has heard it, but not everyone knows why it happens. So let's understand it. Say it slowly. Want to. A little faster. Want to. Even faster. Wanna. You hear it? The T from want and the to just melt together, and the O in to becomes a softer sound. So want to becomes wanna.
It's not a choice. It's just what happens when your mouth moves naturally and quickly. Let's hear it in real sentences. Full form. I want to go to the beach. Connected. I wanna go to the beach.
Do you want to grab some coffee? Do you want to grab some coffee?
She doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to talk about it.
And here's something important. Wanna is for speaking, for casual conversation, not for formal writing. Email to your boss. Want to. Texting your friend. Wanna is completely fine. Job interview? Want to. Watching a movie, talking with friends. Wanna everywhere. Context matters, but in everyday casual speech, it's completely natural.
Next one, and this is my personal favorite.
Which one?
Going to, gonna. Another superstar of connected speech. Say it slowly, going to. Faster, going to. Even faster, gonna. The ing shortens, the to melts, and suddenly, gonna.
I'm going to call you later. I'm gonna call you later.
We're going to need a bigger bag. We're gonna need a bigger bag.
It's going to be okay. It's gonna be okay.
That last one is so comforting. Gonna somehow makes everything feel warmer and more human, because it is human. That's how people actually speak when they care about someone. Not perfectly, not formally, just naturally.
One more big one before we move forward. Have to and has to.
This one surprises people, because have to looks very clear on paper, 2 simple words. But say it fast. Have to, hafta. The V softens, the to becomes T, and suddenly hafta.
I have to finish this before tomorrow. I have to finish this before tomorrow.
She has to leave by 8. She has to leave by 8.
Different subjects, slightly different connected forms, but both follow the same logic. Natural, fast, flowing. And once you know this, when you hear a native speaker say, I have to go, you won't panic. You'll just smile and think, oh, have to. I know that one.
Superpower activated.
Have you ever watched an English movie and someone says something and the subtitles show one thing, but what you heard sounded completely different?
All the time. And that gap between what you read and what you heard, that's connected speech. The subtitles showed the full formal words, but the actors were speaking naturally connected.
Today we're closing that gap, one connected form at a time. Next up, kind of, kinda.
Oh, this one is everywhere. Kind of said fast, the D and of melt together, the F almost disappears, kinda. That movie was kinda boring. I'm kinda tired today. She was kinda upset about it.
And kinda does something interesting. It softens things. Instead of saying that was boring, which sounds harsh, you say that was kinda boring. It adds gentleness. A little, I don't want to be too direct here.
That got philosophical quickly.
Connected speech does that to me.
Now one that confuses so many learners, out of said fast. The T from out connects with of, and of almost disappears into a softer sound, auto.
Marcus, get out of here, we're out of time. I'm out of ideas.
And auto carries energy and motion. Get out of here has power, has feeling connected. Speech doesn't just change the sound, it changes the emotion of the sentence. And that's something people don't talk about enough.
It really does. The way words connect changes how the sentence feels. That's why listening to native speakers is so important, not just to understand words, but to feel how English carries emotion.
Let's talk about something slightly different. Sounds that change or disappear completely. Specifically, what happens to the letter T?
In formal speech, T is clean and clear, water, better, later. But in casual American English, that middle T becomes something closer to a D sound. Water, wadder, better, bedder, butter, budder.
And in British English, T sometimes almost disappears completely. I'll meet you later. The T just vanishes.
This is why learners sometimes can't catch words they already know. You know the word water, you've studied it, but you hear, can I get some water? And your brain searches and searches. Water? What is that?
But you do know it. It's just wearing a connected speech costume.
A connected speech costume. Once you remove the costume, you always know the word underneath.
Let's do a fun exercise. Marcos will say sentences the way a native speaker would say them fast, and I'll say the full slow version. A translation game, but for connected speech.
Ready? What are you doing tonight?
What are you doing tonight?
I'm gonna grab some food. You coming?
I am going to grab some food. Are you coming?
Did you see that?
Did you see that?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Could have, would have, should have.
Let me think about it.
Let me think about it.
Give me a second.
Give me a second.
Dunno.
I don't know.
And native speakers say all of that without even thinking, because it's automatic, it's just English on autopilot.
And that's exactly where we want our listeners to get to. Not autopilot tomorrow, but with every episode, a little closer.
Now I saved something special. The ones that make even intermediate learners stop completely.
Could have, would have, should have.
Yes, the famous trio. In fast casual speech, they become coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let's break them down. Could have, coulda. The have almost disappears, just a softer at the end. I coulda done that differently.
Would have, woulda, she woulda told you if she knew.
Should have, shoulda. I shoulda listened to you.
And these three carry a very specific emotion. Regret. Looking back, wishing things were different. I shoulda studied harder. We coulda been there on time. It woulda been so much better.
And there's even an expression in English, coulda, woulda, shoulda, which means stop thinking about what could have, would have, should have happened. It's done. Move forward.
Grammar and life advice. All in one. That's Talk Sofia. Questions in English get connected too. What are you doing? What do you? What do
you think? What do you think?
Did ya? Did you hear that? Did ya hear that?
Do you want to? Do you wanna? Do you want to come with us? Do you wanna come with us?
Before today, this flew by us fast, confusing noise. But now you have the key. Now you can unlock every single one.
Let's talk about how to actually practice this, because understanding is one thing, but feeling comfortable using it takes a little work. And the good news is, practicing connected speech is actually really enjoyable.
First, watch movies and TV shows without subtitles sometimes, just for a few minutes. Don't focus on understanding every word. Focus on hearing the connections, the flow. You'll start noticing gonna and wanna and kinda appearing everywhere.
Second, listen to English podcasts at normal speed, not slowed down, natural speed like this one. Every episode you listen to, your ear is training, even when you don't realize it.
Third, repeat out loud. Don't just listen. Say it. Wanna, gonna, hafta, lemme, gimme, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Say them in sentences, out loud, in your room, in the car, in the shower, wherever.
The shower is actually a perfect place to practice English. Nobody's judging you, nobody's listening, just you and the hot water and your English.
Perfect conditions. And fourth, don't try to force connected speech immediately in every conversation. Let it come gradually. As you listen more, it will naturally start slipping into your speech, because that's how native speakers learned it. Not from a lesson, but from years of listening and speaking.
And you're doing exactly that right now.
Let's have one last natural conversation, the way real friends actually talk.
Okay. So, what are you doing after this episode?
Honestly, I'm gonna make some tea. Let me think. Probably just gonna relax. I should have gone to the gym today, but I really didn't wanna.
I kinda told you that was gonna happen.
Was it that obvious?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, fine. I should have been more disciplined. But give me a break. We just recorded a whole episode.
Fair enough. Do you want to grab food after?
Wait, no, that's not right.
Even I make connected speech mistakes sometimes, and that's exactly the point. Even when you make mistakes, the conversation continues, life continues, nobody stops and gives you a grade. You just laugh and keep going.
Always keep going.
I want to say something to every single person who listened to this whole episode.
Say it.
Do you remember the first time you heard a native speaker talking fast and understood nothing? That feeling of being completely lost, that wall. Today, that wall got a little smaller, because now you know about wanna, and gonna, and hafta, and limmy, and gimme, and cudda, and shudda, and wudda, and outer, and kinda, and sorta. You know why they happen, you know what they really.
And next time you hear them, your brain won't panic. It will quietly say, oh, I know that one. And that moment of quiet recognition is one of the best feelings in language learning, because it means English is becoming yours, not just something you study, something you actually understand, something you actually feel.
And feeling a language, that's when you know you're really getting there.
And you are getting there, every single one of you.
Before we say goodbye, if this episode helped you hear English differently, please like this video, subscribe to Talk Emma, and share it with one friend who always says, I can't understand native speakers, because after today, they can.
And leave us a comment. Which connected form surprised you the most? Was it wanna? Was it gotta? Was it didja? Tell us. We read every single comment and we love hearing from you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for learning. Thank you for trusting Talk Sofia. Keep going, even on the days when English feels hard, because every wanna and gonna you understand is one step closer to the English you've always wanted.
See you in the next episode. Until then, keep talking, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.